Hi everyone, Ben here in the training room at Square Mile, and today we're going to look at the Wilfa Svart grinder. The Wilfa Svart is an excellent choice if you're looking to purchase a home electric grinder. The Wilfa Svart has a small footprint, it's very easy to use. At the front here we've got the dial adjustment to change the grind size to different settings, which are ideal for filter brewing. Here we also got the on and off button to start grinding. We've got a little timer here. Would recommend keeping the timer at the maximum, which is 30 seconds. As always, we recommend to single dosing for the brew you're going to make. Coffee will come out in a little catch cup here at the front. A good thing about the Wilfa Svart is that here on the front there is a set of recommendation grind settings. However, we found that when brewing our coffees, it needs a little tweak. This is why we're creating this guide today, to give you the perfect recommendation when brewing Square Mile coffees. Typically, when brewing a V60, we'll break it down in three different sizes. We've got the V60-01, where we're going to use 15 grams of coffee, the V60-02, where we use 30 grams of coffee, and our biggest size when brewing V60 would be the 03, which is 45 grams of coffee. All of these are when using 60 grams of coffee per liter of water. For the V60-01, we find ourselves grinding at the P of the setting AeroPress. For the V60-02, we're going a little bit closer to the E of the word AeroPress. And when brewing the biggest batch of a V60 using 45 grams of coffee, we are going to go at the dots between filter and AeroPress. Here on my left, I've got some immersion methods. The first one is a clever dripper. So when using a clever dripper, we like to use 24 grams of coffee for 400 grams of water, and we get great result when grinding between the O and the P of the AeroPress word. Next to it, we've got the AeroPress. So when brewing an AeroPress, we typically use 17.5 grams of coffee for 250 grams of water. We will grind pretty fine, so we grind at the R of the word AeroPress. We're going to be on the R setting. Then lastly, we've got a cafetiere. So often people are very tempted to go very coarse with a cafetiere, but we get great results when actually grinding on the finer end of things. So we're still going to be in the word AeroPress. We like to use the letter O, and we're going to use 70 grams of coffee per liter of water. Maintenance and cleaning of the grinder. This is very easy and straightforward on the Wilfa Svart, but there's a few things to do to keep your grinder healthy, clean, and to make sure everything tastes the best it can be. So the first thing will be to clean the little chute box where your coffee is going to come out of. This can gather a little bit of coffee bits over time, so it's always good to give it a wipe, give it a rinse, and make sure you dry it with a dry cloth. Also good if you have the vacuum around to vacuum here where the coffee will come out of. The hopper here will come out, so we can go all the way coarse to remove the top of the hopper, and then this will come out. It's definitely good to use a cloth and wipe out any coffee dust that can build up over time in your hopper. And then here we've got the burrs, so it's very straightforward to remove the top burr on a Wilfa grinder. It just comes up like that, nothing to unscrew. And then we can use a little brush to make sure we brush away any coffee that gets stuck here over time, especially in the bottom burr, so we can make sure everything is nice and loose. And then I would recommend to unplug your grinder, take it, go over your bin or your sink and give it a few taps, as some of the coffee might be in the bottom of the grinder, and that's the easiest way to get rid of it, is just taking the grinder upside down, giving it a few taps, and all of that coffee will come out freely in your sink or in your bin. I really like the Wilfa Svart for its reliability, simplicity, and its great value for money.